Alright, want to say all praises be to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Harakakwadash. That will honor to the apostles, was a quanium of Great Millstone rule well. Shalom to the sincere brethren, Akim out there across the four winds, the four corners of the globe, pushing the truth, the good news of Yahweh Shai, proclaiming salvation to the elect of Israel, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, are proclaiming the downfall of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and his wicked empire. Hey, so the name of this video is going to be entitled, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is rightfully ruling in these times. Let me repeat that. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is rightfully ruling in these end times, man. You understand? Because there's this perception amongst Jake. Because, you watching Jake. Salakia. You watching Jake different programmings on YouTube. And Jake main thing is about equal representation, proportionate representation here in Babylon the Great America, man. But guess what? You Jakes are entitled to zero representation because you are under the captivity of the so-called white man Esau, Edom. And it's rightfully so, and it's ordained by the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Because what? We under punishment, man. We under curses, and we in captivity. And people that are in captivity, servants, slaves, have no voice, have no power in the society in which they are being governed under, man. So you Jakes, you complaining about equal representation, generational wealth, this, you know what I mean? Guess what? You Negroes should be happy that you're not in physical slavery still, man. And that's the Most High having mercy, man. So this is the book of Genesis chapter 27. Yeah, I know it's harsh to say. That's contrary to popular belief. But hey, that's what it is. That's does say the scriptures, man. You understand? This is the book of Genesis chapter 27. Verse 38. And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? So this is a time where Jacob supplanted Esau for the blessing of being a chosen elect nation, man. The blessing of the kingdom of heaven, the perpetual kingdom of Yahweh Shai. You understand? And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. So this is Esau bawling, man. When he realized what happened, Jacob supplanted him for the chosen seed blessing. But guess what? Esau got blessed too, man. And inclusive of Esau's blessing is ruling in these last days and times, man. And he's going to get into it. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth. The fatness, man, the best places on the planet right now is inhabited by who? Esau, Edom. You go to any third world country, pick the poorest third world country. There's Edomites there, and Edomites are living good. You understand? Edomites are living better than the indigenous and the native peoples of the lands, man. Whether you want to go to Haiti, you want to go to Cape Verde, you want to go to Indonesia, Philippines, wherever you want to go, South America, Colombia, Brazil, Edomites are there, and Edomites are living good. You understand? Edomites are living good. Hey, I work with this one Edomite chick, man. Hey, her plan is to go out there to Thailand, man, and retire, man, out there, and enjoy the fatness thereof of that land. You understand? Which is rightfully their blessings, man. And it goes without saying, here in Babylon the Great, man, you go to the high rises, the top apartments here in Manhattan, in New York, you know what I mean, East Hampton in Long Island, Scarsdale in Westchester, these different places, Hoboken in New Jersey, you know what I mean, so on and so forth. Who is inhabiting these plush, nice places, the fatness of the earth? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the suburbs, so to say. And Isaac said unto his father, and Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. So Esau Edom is the top nation on the earth right now, man. Yes, Jake, that's what it is, man. You understand? And you just have to deal with it, man. You Negroes, you vote in Democrat, you vote in Republican. That SHIT don't mean nothing, man. That ain't gonna give you no power. That ain't gonna give you no motion in this world, man. Cause this is Esau Edom's setup. This is Esau Edom's blessing that we're living in right now. You understand? Hey, this is the white man's world, man. Given to him by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. But this is the white man's world, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, and during slavery, Esau used to tell Jake that, man. I think that's in the movie Emancipation, man. He told Jake, this is my world, man. You're right, it is your world, you damn devil. But guess what? Your world is temporary. Your world is cursory. Your world doesn't last forever. You understand? That's what Jake needs to understand. Babylon the Great is not going to last forever. This American setup is not going to last forever, man. This is a temporary, cursory kingdom, man. It's only for a moment in time. Our kingdom, the kingdom of Yahushua, is a kingdom that you want to invest in. That's what you want to have stock and futures in. That's the kingdom of Yahushua, that perpetual, eternal kingdom. You understand? And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, and thou shalt break his yoke from thy neck. And Esau can. So by thy sword thou shalt live, man. That's Esau, his weaponry, man. Violence. Esau is known from that, man. Going back all the way to Cain, the original Esau, man. Which Cain in the Hebrew means weapon, man. You know what I mean? And these Edomites are known, man, throughout history. Alexander the Great, known for what? Violence, conquering nations, man. To this day, this so-called white man is known for what? Invading nation upon nation, man. That's how we live, man. By invading and taking over nations, their natural resources, and taking over their lands. You understand? And he's going to serve us ultimately, man. Because what? And that's our blessing, man. 2 Ezra 6 and 9. You understand? And even in going back to the birth of Jacob and Esau, man, what it says, hey, Jacob held the feet of Esau, man. Meaning what? Jacob going to be the one to rip Esau apart, man. And the elder shall serve the younger. Esau being elder is going to serve the Israelites, man. You know what I mean? And it was once like that before, man, during different dispensations in history. But the next time to come is going to be forever. Esau Edom is going to be serving the children of Israel for perpetuity. You understand? Well, not for perpetuity, because it's going to be for 1,000 years and then vanquishment, you Edomites. And these words of Esau, Salakia. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then I will slay my brother Jacob. And that goes into Ezekiel 35 and 5. That perpetual hatred, even to this day. That's why Esau loved slaying you Jakes, man. He loved lynching you Jakes. You go back to the time of slavery, post-slavery to this day, man. The Edomite cops love shooting down you Jakes. Edomites love lynching you Jakes. Because what? That's that perpetual hatred, man. Because what? They know you usurp. You finesse, which in righteousness you finesse the blessing, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But hey, during this time, this is your setup, Esau, man. So enjoy it, man. So this is going back to Genesis chapter 4, dealing with Cain, which is Esau in the regeneration, which is Esau is Cain in the regeneration. Genesis chapter 4, verse 14. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth, and it shall come to pass that every one that findeth me shall slay me. So that's Esau, man. Esau is the outcast of the globe, man, of the earth. That's why every nation feel a type of way towards these Edomites, man. And they're the only nation that suffers from leprosy, which is a lack of pigmentation, a lack of melanin. He's an outcast, man. He's a different. He's a weirdo of the earth, man. Esau Edom. And the Lord said unto him, therefore, whosoever slayed Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. So even to this day, man, You slay an Edomite, man. Any nation, man. Hey, man. Vengeance is take. Esau don't play around when it comes to his, man. You know what I mean? Any Edomite tourists, so on and so forth, in these foreign lands get slain, all hell come down, man. You know what I mean? So-called white man don't play that. And the Lord said unto him, therefore, whosoever slay Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold, and the Lord shall set a mark upon Cain, lest any man find him, should kill him. That mark is what? The mark of leprosy, man. Lack of pigmentation, man. So anywhere you go in the globe, man, Edomites, man, people don't really mess with Edomites, man. You know what I mean? They don't look to harm them because of the fear. Especially you Negroes, man. You Negroes especially, man. Here in Babylon the Great. You know what I mean? And even throughout the diaspora, so they say in Central, South America, and the Caribbean, you Jakes don't touch Esau for nothing, man. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you don't do anything to Edomites for nothing, man. You are terrified of doing any violence toward Edomites because you know, hey, man, shit gonna come down, man. Hell is gonna come down if you do anything onto Esau, Edom, man. You know what I mean? That's why Jake will shoot and kill each other every day in and day out. But an Edomite walk through the hood, Edomite, you know what I mean? Nice plush areas, they don't get touched, man. Because what? Jake have the fear, man, of what? Hey, the hell gonna come down upon them if they touch a hair upon an Edomite head, man. You know what I mean? But that also goes into their blessing, man. Same way, man, because they in charge right now. Job 9 and 24. Hey, brothers love this precept. Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. Because the earth is given in the hand. Hand representing power. You know what I mean? Yad representing power. So the power of the earth is given into Esau, in the so-called white man. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. Who is the chief judge of the earth? The Son of the Most High, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, who we know as Yahweh Shai. He put up what? Caesar Borgias. You know what I mean? That's part of his rulership, because Esau Edom is referenced as God across the four winds of the globe, man. Anywhere you go upon the earth, man, the Son of the Most High is prominently known as a so-called white man, man. God is prominently known as a so-called white man. Why? Because Esau Edom did that, man. And even to the point, damn, that's it, man. Even to the point where even amongst all the nations, whether it be the nation of Israel, Elam, Ham, you name it, man. What is big amongst them? Nations with darker pigmentation, man. Skin bleaching. Bleaching the skin, man. Amongst all the nations, man. What's the main thing? Having quote-unquote lighter skin. Not being darker complexion. Why? Because Esau Edom is put up as a standard of beauty, man. That's why you have all these peoples, not only Israelites, but heathen nations, same women, Moabites, Ammonites, you name it, all the nations, man. Lighter complexion is seen as a standard of beauty, man. But guess what? All of that shit is coming to an end, man. You know what I mean? But hey, that's another thing Jake complained about, especially the so-called black woman, man. Guess what? That's because you're under the curses, man. That's why you're not the standard of beauty, you so-called black woman, man. You know what I mean? You're not the standard because you're under curses, man. And Esau up in power, so he put up the so-called white woman as a standard of beauty. Blonde hair and blue eyes, man. You know what I mean? So that's part of his blessing. He's the standard of beauty, so to say, man. Hey, if you go into these dating sites, the number one man sought after is the so-called white man. Not because of his looks or his manliness, is because the so-called white man is empowerment. You know what I mean? A woman goes towards what? The power. But that's why we're gonna get all of that real soon, man. All of that is gonna be stripped away from Esau Edom. We're not complaining about we complaining about it, but we understanding why. We're not like you, Jakes. Yeah, man. Satan, man. We're not like you, Jakes, not knowing the answer. We know why we know why the way it is, man. And we complaining to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. But you Jakes, you complaining to the same so-called white man, man. Or why we don't have a proportionate share in this economic, you know what I mean, structure, man. Cause you a nigga, man. That's why. And he's in charge, man. You think we're gonna give Edomites an equal proportionate share in our economic infrastructure in the kingdom? Are you crazy, man? So why would a so-called white man do that to you, man? And you, Jake, so dumb. Don't you study history? Has any nation done that? Giving the serfs, the servants, the underclass, equal proportionate economic welfare as the upperclassmen, as the nobility? No, man. But you Jakes under this. But that's Esau Edom pushing this confusion too, because Esau Edom push what? Equality, justice for all. You know what I mean? Love everybody. So that's Esau Edom being the devil in and of itself too, man. Confusing you Jakes, man. You know what I mean? Instead of giving you straight up like, yo, man, we so-called white people, man, Edomites, we running things. So guess what? We're gonna have all the power, man. We're gonna have all the economic power, man. Financial power, you know what I mean? Military power. That's us, man. And we don't give a shit. That's how Esau should come with it, man. But Esau Edom being the devil, he try to serpent his way where he gives you Jakes this false belief that, yo, you quote unquote equal citizens with him. Nah, man. This is his setup, and he gonna be on top. You gonna have one king, one ruler, man. You know what I mean? One ruling class of people. Who's our ruling class of people? The Edomites, man. The so-called white man. And that's what you Jakes have to get through your thick skull, man. He's set up to rule in these last days and times. The power is given unto him, man. Job chapter 9 verse 24. Let me finish that up. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So if the so-called white man ain't in charge, ain't the devil, ain't the wicked, who running the earth right now, who is it, man? Who is running the earth? This is Saudi Arabians? Come on, man. You know what I mean? The Indonesians, the Moabites. Man, China is one of the poorest countries, man. Because China has billions of people, yeah, it might have a strong economy, so to say, but when you chop that down to the per capita basis, China is a poor country, man, so to say. You know what I mean? But they have that great equalizer, which most is going to use them. They have that nuclear weaponry, man. But in terms of economic power, top nations is what? America, man. The West, man. NATO and the EU. You know what I mean? Which is the central power structure of the so-called white man power, man. You know what I mean? We just trying to edify you Jakes, man. You know what I mean? Trying to wake you Jakes up, man. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You understand? This is the book of Micah. Cause Jake really be perplexed in the world about these stuff, man. You be talking to Jakes in the job, family, so on and so forth. They're like, damn, man, why we don't have this type of power, man? Economic power. Why we don't have political power? Hey, you have this Jake, which he's sensei through the spirit, I think. Claude Anderson, man. He's an older Jake. He's like 80 something, man, and he speaks about these stuff, man. Economic empowerment, political empowerment of Jake, man. How Jake really should be having this amount of power in these different faculties here in the U.S., man. But what he failed to understand, which he have a lot of good points, but what he failed to understand is that we the Israelites. And he's not going to set up like that because we in captivity, man. You know what I mean? But hey, man, if the Lord wake him up, he wakes him up. But, you know what I mean? Damn, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, I was going to get Micah 2 and 10. Hey, we don't like it like this either, man. Well, hey, we just reporting. Thus said the Lord, thus said the scripture, man. You think we like being under this Edomite, man? But hey, we know it's just for a time, man. And the time is slowly but surely, man, coming to an end, man. You know what I mean? So we just have to be patient, man. This is the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with a sore destruction. So you have to arise and depart from this place spiritually, man. Because what? It is polluted, so it will destroy you, man. You know what I mean? It's polluted with what? Homosexuality, witchcraft, adultery, so on and so forth. Every wicked sin according to the scriptures, this place is all polluted with, man. You understand? So really and truly, you don't want any co-rulership, co-power in this world, man. Because any power in this world, man, you know what I mean? For you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, Proverbs 11 and 21. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 11 verse 21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. Can. So the wicked shall not go unpunished, man. So you want a co-rulership with this so-called white man, and you're going to be destroyed with him, man. So that's not the mentality to have, man. Because judgment is about to lick down this Edomite and his whole empire, man. And we want to be totally disassociated with it as much as possible, man. We just use the world, but we don't abuse it. We in this world, but we're not of this world, man. And that's what you jakes have to realize, man. Bigger things are coming, man. You have to be a visionary, man. Bigger things are coming. Look past this shithole, man, America, man. It might look nice on the outside, but hey, when you get deep into it, man, this thing ain't worth it, man. You know what I mean? Look forward to the kingdom of Yahweh Shai and our rulership there. Hey, so with that, I want to say all praises be to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Habrakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone rule well, and shalom to the elect.